Hi guys, happy Sunday. So for this video, I'm just going to kind of just jump right to the point. I just wanted to give like an update on where I'm at with my Coast Guard recruiting process and also a few tips and tricks and a very helpful resource guide for the Coast Guard. So real quick, I do not have a ship date yet. I've just been going to the DEP meetings. My Coast Guarding station is one of the stations that makes you pass a PT test before you can leave. And I'm struggling real hard with the push-ups. I can do push-ups, but I cannot for the life of me do Coast Guard push-ups. And if you're like, well, what's the difference between push-ups and Coast Guard push-ups? So I can do push-ups like they would pass with the Air Force, and I know that because my husband told me. He's staff sergeant with the Air Force, and he said, yeah, those push-ups will pass, like, you'd be fine. With the Coast Guard, they give you this nice little yoga block. You lay the block flat like this on the ground. You have to make your chest touch the block and come back up. You have to do that. And I just, for whatever reason, I struggle pushing myself back up. So I've been doing at-home workouts and just trying my hardest. So I'm hoping that I can get those down in order to pass my PT test. I'm golden with sit-ups. For females, it's 32 sit-ups in 1 minute, 15 push-ups in 1 minute, and then you have to run the 1.5 miles in 15:26. I have to shave 23 seconds off my run time. But other than that, like, I'm not worried about that. I know I can do it. So I'm just really struggling with the push-ups right now. So wish me luck. So I have mentioned before, and I know for a fact at least one of my videos, if not two, of another Coast Guard video channel on YouTube, and it's the Andre lifestyle. I'll tag his handle in the description below. He was prior Army and is now Coast Guard. He graduated from boot camp in September of, I believe, 2016. Don't quote me. I'm pretty sure that's when. But he's been putting out vlogs a couple days a week, if not at least once a week, about kind of anything and everything he can give you on the Coast Guard. And it's more about boot camp. Like, if you're looking for something not necessarily boot camp related, he does have some videos, but if you're like, give me all the information for boot camp, go to that guy. Because my channel, it's more, as of right now, it's just more about females being into the Coast Guard, just because I couldn't find anything that I had questions and I couldn't find my answers. So I'm kind of doing this as I'm going. And then obviously when I'm done with boot camp, I will upload like my experiences with boot camp. And who knows, maybe if Andre will let me, maybe we can do like a collab at some point, but we'll see. So anyways, so Andre posted a video about the required knowledge, I believe it was last week, and he actually put out an ebook on Amazon, and the first 100 people to go and buy it, it's 99 cents in the Amazon store. So that's what I did, is I bought it yesterday. It's on my husband's Kindle because I don't have my own. Coast Guard Boot Camp Required Knowledge Guide. And so, like, this is the contents. So he's got the disclaimer. He's got learning how to talk, which I'm thankful for because I stutter sometimes. Like, sometimes I just talk too fast and I trip over words. And so learning how to talk, like, for example, so if this says, if you want to make a statement, you will say the person's rank and name, followed up by seaman recruit and your last name, followed by whatever you want to tell them. So the example he gives, it says Petty Officer Smith, and I'm going to use my last name just because it's easier for me. So, for example, Petty Officer Smith, Seaman Recruit McNaughton, I have an appointment at Medical Center at 1600. So it's not just statements. There's like a yes or no question, and I've heard people say this next part, and I had no idea what they were talking about. And even when a friend of mine tried to explain it, it like did not make sense. But how Andre broke it down and said it to me, it now makes sense. Now trying to explain it to my husband, I couldn't do it. But I made my husband read this part, and he was like, okay, that makes sense. He still doesn't agree with all the run-on talking, like for ranks and such. He doesn't get it. I don't either, but that's besides the point. So it's called Belay My Last. And it says, belay my last means to disregard what I previously said. So if you make a mistake while responding or speaking, you will immediately say the following phrase, belay my last, followed up by whoever you are answering or speaking to. So for example, and again, I'm going to use my last name. So, okay, hold on, I just want to make sure I don't say this wrong. Okay, so you'd say, Petty Officer Smith, Seaman Recruit McNaughton. My first general order is to take guard of all government. Belay my last, Petty Officer Smith. Petty Officer Smith, Seaman Recruit McNaughton. My first general order is to take charge of this post and all government property in view. Now, if you don't know what your general orders are yet, you'll get it in the helmsman. If you haven't gotten your helmsman yet, talk to your recruiter. It's just like a little paperback pamphlet. It gives you, I don't want to say everything you need to know, but a good chunk of it. But anyways, he goes into detail of what things mean. So let's see. There's also the ranks, how to respond of, if they say describe an E2 or an E3 or, whatever, and it talks about insignia, both shoulder and collar, the chevrons, stripes, all that. And he also, I don't know if you can see, breaks it down to, so learning how to talk. The difficulty level is hard. The enlisted ranks, difficult level, hard. And then there's signal flags and colors, general orders, phonetic alphabet, military time, Coast Guard ethos, and so it also goes into, the ranks, how to talk to, how to, it goes into the ranks and gives you how to respond. If you were asked to describe an E3, you say, how you respond. He breaks it down like that, and it gives you have to say Echo 04 has Echo 0. I don't even remember what rank I just said, but he tells you how to talk and do the ranks, both the shoulder and the collar insignia. So that's nice, because knowing me, that's going to be one of the hardest things for me. But then it also goes into signal flags and colors, chain of command, general orders, phonetic alphabet, military time, and also he breaks it down. So for the rates, the difficulty level is easy, chain of command, medium, general orders, easy. And there are other things that are hard, or that he considered as hard. So that's kind of nice. Then there's the military time, which, if I could give any advice, I'm going to say do this. Go to your phone, switch your time to military time. Just do it. And if you want to know, I can show you real quick how to do it. So you go to your settings. So you're in your settings, you click general. Where is it? I'm trying to read this backwards, so let's see. Date and time, 24-hour time. Just turn it on. And if you're freaking out about learning military time, just switch your phone time over. It'll help you a lot. But yeah, go buy his ebook. It's 99 cents for the first 100 people. I don't know how many copies he has. Go buy your copy. Go like and subscribe his page. do it. I read through this whole thing last night after I got this thing to charge, and I figured out how to work it. And just read it, at least, because it's like this will be, well, not the Kindle, but the book will help until you get a houndsman. I mean, because I'm pretty sure you don't get the houndsman until after you swear in. Don't quote me on that, but that's when I got mine, was after I swore in, and I was given 2. So get the book, and if you're like, oh, I don't want to spend my money, ask your parents. If you still live with your parents, just say, hey, it's 99 cents. Can I use your card? I'll give you $1. Like, that's all it is. It's 99 cents, and it helps. It does. I have a houndsman. This helps so much more than the houndsman because it tells you how to talk. In your houndsman, it does not tell you how to address, petty officer so-and-so, seaman recruitment not in, I request to know, or my first general order is. It doesn't tell you how to talk. It tells you how to say good morning or good afternoon to a chief or petty officer or your fellow recruits. It doesn't tell you how to talk. So do yourself a favor. If you are very serious about joining the Coast Guard and you want to succeed, go get Andre's book. I will link it in the description. Click it. It's not an affiliation link. I get nothing for it. I'm just posting it because, A, I want to help him out. I want to help you out. Just go get it. Just go spend the $1 and get the book. So, and if you're like, well, I don't have an ebook, that's okay. You can download, if you have a smartphone, download the Kindle. I believe it's like the Kindle reading app. It's free. Just go download it and it'll save. You can download it to your phone or your tablet or computer or whatever. You can do it. It's okay. So that's all I'm going to say about that. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, share it, save it, subscribe to my channel. But it is almost 12:30 on a Sunday, so I am going to go spend some time with my fam bam. So, like I said, like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you next time I need to post a video. Bye!